Welcome back, everyone, to 30 Days of No's, where I'm consuming no alcohol, no processed sugar, and no processed foods. So I made it through 7 days so far. Made it through a holiday weekend, no less. Success! I went to the beach with my friends, where I got to watch them enjoy French fries and enjoy libations. And I had to say, no, guys, I can't. So that created accountability for me. And it's a lot easier to let people know what I'm doing because I can always lie to myself. I'm an optimist, aka I'm lazy, and I like to put things off. I told them that I couldn't, so that would be me immediately make me look like an idiot. Like, I can't do this. Of course I'll have this. Blah, 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 blah. I'll eat all these fries and pizza. It's okay. I can always start this challenge later. There's always more time. That's a lie I've told myself for years, and I'm looking to change that. That's part of this 30 days of no's is 30 days of yes to what I've said I've wanted for a long time. That's this amazing physique and to inspire and help other people accomplish whatever type of physique and healthy lifestyle they want to lead. So this is a small success. It's been 1 week. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did have some ketchup on my burger, and I'm not gonna throw this whole thing out just for some ketchup. I'm gonna be honest with you about everything I'm doing. I did have some ketchup, so there is sugar in ketchup. There is added sugar in that. It is processed, but it's very small, and I'm gonna allow it. I'm gonna let myself some grace with this. I don't plan on continuing to grace my way through the challenge and it kind of looking like a fool and not having any changes. I did lose 4 pounds though, and I have lost a milliliter of fat around my stomach. I measure that by pinching this. It's really hard. I'm kind of sweaty right now, but it says it's at 6. It's kind of slipping off and dropping down to a 5. Definitely not a 5 milliliter. More like a 6. So last week I was at a 7. This week I'm at a 6. I'm 4 pounds down on the scale. So that's 1 weekend. Most of the weight I lost was probably from water because I'm not consuming nearly as many carbohydrates. I'm only consuming carbohydrates from the vegetables I eat. I am having some sweet potatoes, but that's like one sweet potato like every other day or less. So I'm not consuming as much. So it's probably mostly water weight I've lost so far. But my waist is thinner. Anytime people talk about bulking, I always tell them measure your waist, and that's how you'll tell whether or not you're consuming too many calories. Because if you're gaining mass but you're getting fatter at the waist, now you're just overdoing it. So that's what's happening there. Those are the results so far. I wanted to share with you guys. I'm also planning to commit to a bodybuilding competition this year, the NPC Big Cat, and this will be the first time I competed in 5 years. 2 years ago, I was going to compete. I blew out my knee. This year, I've also blown out my knee. Earlier this year, I've partially torn my MCL, so I'm dealing with that. But I'm going to work around it, and I'm going to come out there with the best shape I can possibly do. Will I be in the shape that I want to be, particularly my legs? It's been an excuse I've used for many years. My legs aren't in shape. Oh, my upper body looks great. Just imagine my legs were in shape. This year, I'm going to just put in as much work as I can and try to figure out a way around my injury and go from there. So I'm going to be up on stage, and I'm going to be doing what I say I want to do for the first time in a long time. So follow along with my 30 days. Follow along as I share with you also my program that I'm going to be developing for myself for my almost. Welcome back, everyone, to 30 Days of No's, where I'm not consuming alcohol, sugar, or processed foods. This is the first 7 days. I'm going to be sharing with you my results so far and what it's been like. So, I went to the beach this weekend. It was Memorial Day weekend, and I was hanging out with my friends. And what did they consume? French fries and pizzas, and some drinks. And I had to say no. And it wasn't fun. As I sat there drinking my boring water, eating my boring burger, but I felt really good afterwards. I felt really good to stay committed to this. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did have ketchup on my burger, but I'm not gonna throw this away for some ketchup on my burger. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys about how committed I am and what I've been going through. So I did have some ketchup. I don't plan on having more ketchup, but I did want to let you know, like, hey, like, sometimes you slip up. It's okay, especially if something so small. You don't want to throw out all your work for a slip up. Whatever you're doing, whether you're trying to quit smoking and you had half a cigarette, or you're trying to quit pornography and you masturbate, like whatever you're trying to go through, whether you're trying to like do a diet and you had half a donut, like don't give up on a challenge you're putting yourself through because you had a small setback. You're gonna have setbacks, but the point is to give yourself a little bit of grace and to keep on persevering and have more success the next day and the next day and let that momentum build versus like, oh, might as well just binge on whatever and restart all over again. Then you end up in a terrible cycle and you end up build a mentality that's really hard on yourself and not allowing yourself some freedom and to grow. So I'm allowing myself some freedom and I'm going to grow. I hope to grow past these 30 days of this challenge. I'm down 4 pounds. I'm also down a milliliter around my waist. I measure myself like this. This is how I do it. Measure myself. It says a 6. It says 5. It's really because I'm sweaty and slipping off the fat on my stomach. But last week I was at 7 milliliters. This week I'm at 6. Also, quick update, guys. I don't know if you follow me on my Instagram, but I'm also doing a bodybuilding competition this year. That's the first time in 5 years I will be competing. I attempted to enter in 2 years ago, but I blew up my knee stepping off my friend's porch, so it bummed me out. So I was like, I'm not gonna be. I've always made excuses like my legs aren't gonna be in the shape I want them to, and you know what? They're not gonna be in the shape I want them to be this time either. But I'm gonna put in as much work as I physically can, and I'm gonna share with you guys how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have separate videos on my program and what I'm going through and my thought process and how I'm doing it. So look forward to that. This has been my 7-day update. This has been my success and my failures as well. Guys, I'll catch you next time. Have a good